Hello, this is Mr. Burns, and I am the intervention teacher here at Worthington Middle School. And what I would like to do now is just briefly go through a little bit about what intervention class is, how it helps students, and what we do, some of the things that we do in intervention class. The intervention classes, and we have two of them at the middle school, have been set up to help students who are struggling with reading and also students who are struggling with math. So for example, with students struggling in reading, they've been identified both by their test scores and by their teachers, and what I do is provide them with additional instruction in the area of reading so that we can help close that reading achievement gap and get them up to grade level with their reading. The same is true with our intervention math class. We take students who have been identified through their test scores and also through teacher referrals, and they are provided with additional instruction in the area of mathematics to help raise their math skills and their math scores. One of the things that we do in the reading class is we really try to teach kids the habits of good readers. So what are the things that good readers do? There are many different habits of good readers, and these are easy to teach and they're easy to learn. And if you can get students to implement those good habits of good readers, they will in turn improve their reading scores. One of the most important things that good readers do is that they use reading strategies. So they have a strategy for understanding the meaning of text. They have strategies for telling them what to do when they've lost meaning, how to go back and recover that meaning. So we spend a lot of time teaching kids different reading strategies. Reading strategies like KWL, reading strategies like multipass, reading strategies like PQ4R. These are all different reading strategies that are taught to students in the intervention reading class. Now, another habit of good readers is that they discuss the things that they are reading. So in our class, we also do a lot of discussion about the ideas that they're getting from text, and we also do a lot of discussion in the form of writing so that they can commit their ideas to paper about the text that they're reading. In addition to having habits of good readers, we also teach students the skills used by the great mathematicians. In the area of mathematics, we find that students who can do their computation with speed and accuracy are people who excel at math. So we spend a lot of time practicing basic math facts and memorizing basic math facts so that kids are able to do these computations fluently. And we use a lot of different methods. We use technology, we use flashcards, we use interactive games, and I think the students have a good time practicing their math facts. Then we also look at the area of problem solving. Good mathematicians are also excellent problem solvers. And in grades 5 through 12, problem solving becomes increasingly more important. And the problem solving is a skill that kids will take with them all their life. So it's important to be a good problem solver. In addition to practicing good habits and good practices used by the best readers and students who are competent with math, we also use a lot of technology in our class, and I'm very excited about technology. Here at Worthington, we're fortunate to have a one-to-one initiative, so there are many different things that we can use to help kids grow their math and reading ability. Just for example, there are tons of math apps that students can use to increase their facts. In reading, there are lots of different apps, and there are lots of different technologies that we can use to help kids mark up text and understand text in a way that they've never been able to do before. Textbooks are really expensive, and so we don't allow kids to write notes in them and highlight in them. But now with moving to digital text, all that is becoming very feasible. So technology is exciting, kids are engaged by it, and it's a great way to increase their reading and math abilities. We also look at the motivation aspect. If you want to be a better reader, you have to be motivated to read more. And if you want to be better at math, you have to be motivated to work at math. And two of the things that we use to help motivate kids to do better in these areas that they struggle with is through engagement and mindset. When we look at these two things, we give students a lot of opportunity to develop the belief that if they work harder at a skill, they will get better at it. And that is something that we talk about on almost a daily basis, and that's something that students receive a lot of feedback on when they get assignments back or tests back or projects back, that grade that they have on that paper is a reflection of how hard that they worked at something. If they want a better grade, if they want to do better at a task, they have to put more time and effort into it. If they do that, they will improve. So to summarize mindset, it's this belief that if you read more, your reading will improve. And if you practice math more, your problem solving and your computation skills will increase. So we use those two strategies of engagement and mindset to help kids overcome their fear of reading and their fear of math, so that they put those things that they have to do in the area of reading and the area of math more toward the top of that homework pile, instead of shoving it off to the bottom of the homework pile where they never quite get around to it. Finally, the intervention math classes and reading class are a little bit different than the other classes that students take here at Worthington Middle School. My class doesn't have to be a forever class. This class can be something that students exit after a quarter or a semester. It all depends on how hard they work. And when they exit the intervention class, they go back to one of their elective classes. So we have hardworking students increasing their performance, and they're able to exit intervention and return to elective classes. One of the ways that they can do this is, for each of the classes, math and reading, we have exit criteria set up, and if students meet this exit criteria, they're able to exit the class. And finally, students can also exit by earning grade level scores on formal achievement tests. So there's different ways to enter the class. There's different ways to exit the class. A lot of it comes down to how hard they're willing to work. This has been a brief overview of intervention at Worthington Middle School. You are free to watch the video again if you've missed something, or if you're still confused about something that I do in the classes, please feel free to contact me. And thank you very much.